is for eagle, majestic and strong, soaring high in the sky all day long. E is for earth, our home so blue, with mountains, rivers, and oceans too. E is for elephant, big and grey, with tusks like ivory. They roam and play. E is for egg, a tiny sphere where life begins, a miracle to hold so dear. E is for evening, when day is done, and stars begin to softly gleam one by one. E is for every, used in so many words, like every day, every girl and every bird. E is for 8, a number we count. As time goes by, moments fly. E is for eat, to enjoy a tasty treat, from sweet to savory, a culinary feat. E is for echo, a sound that repeats as it bounces off walls down the street. E is for ember, glowing so bright, a tiny spark in the darkest night. E is for entrance, where we step inside to explore and discover with wonder and with pride. E is for erase, to rub out a mistake with an eraser. No turning back, no time to fake. E is for escape, to break free from a chase or a boring task at a steady pace. E is for ethics, doing what's right with honesty and integrity, shining your light. E is for excited, feeling thrilled and keen, with anticipation, a joyful scene. E is for exercise, to keep fit and strong, with jumping jacks, sit-ups, and running along. E is for excellent, of high quality, something exceptional, a rarity. E is for explain, to make things clear, with words or pictures, banishing fear. E is for exhibit, to put on display, for all to see and admire, come what may. E is for excite, to fill with glee, a surprise, a delight, a memory. E is for excuse, a reason to say why you can't do something today. E is for eye, the window to the soul, reflecting emotions, making us whole. E is for earn, to work hard and try, to gain something valuable, reaching for the sky. E is for early, happening before, so much to do, so much in store. E is for earthly, belonging to this sphere. Plants, animals, an atmosphere. E is for ease, to relax and unwind, peace of mind, a tranquil state of mind. E is for easy, not difficult to do, simple and fun, just for you. E is for era, a period of time, ancient, medieval or modern, rhyme by rhyme. E is for eradicate, to get rid of completely, absolutely, no trace to be seen. E is for erase, to wipe away like a blackboard, clean and new, ready for a brand new day. E is for emergency, a sudden event, requiring quick action, time well spent. E is for energy, the power within, to move and groove, to let the good times begin. E is for enjoy, to take pleasure in, a tasty meal, a sunny grin. E is for enchant, to put under a spell, with magic and wonder, a fairy tale. E is for enlist, to join a group with a common goal, working together, reaching a milestone. E is for enough, more than what's needed, plenty to share, a helping hand extended. E is for entrance, where we first arrive, curious and small, eager to learn it all. E is for enter, to go inside, to explore and play throughout the day. E is for envelope, sealed with care, containing a letter or a note, something to treasure, something to quote. E is for environment, the world around, where plants and animals can be found. E is for equal, the same in every way, fair and just, a balanced scale of day and night. E is for equip, to provide with tools, to help you succeed, to chase your dreams and plant the seeds. E is for error, a mistake we make, but from which we learn, for goodness sake. E is for escape, to run away from danger or harm, to stay safe and sound, sheltered and warm. E is for essence, the main ingredient, the heart and soul, making life whole. E is for estimate, to figure out how much or how many, without a doubt. E is for eternity, endless and vast, forever and ever, built to last. E is for erupt, to explode with might, a volcano's wrath, a sudden, fearful sight. E is for evolve, to change and grow, with each passing day, in a positive way. E is for every, in every way, in every place, in every time, every moment, every rhyme. E is for evolution, the process of change, over millions of years, life. E is for exact, precise and correct, to the smallest detail, not a bit left unchecked. E is for exchange, to trade or swap, a friendly gesture, a helping hand to clasp. E is for exaggerate, to make bigger or more, with drama and flair, beyond compare. E is for examine, to inspect with care, to discover and learn, with an inquisitive turn. E is, for example, a model to follow, a role model, a beacon to swallow. E is for execute, to carry out a plan or a task, with precision and tact. E is for exhaust, to tire completely, utterly worn, but a new day is born. E is for exotic, rare and unique, from distant lands, a treasure to seek. E is for expand, to grow in size, to reach new heights, touching the skies. E is for experience, a lesson or skill, through trying and doing, our knowledge is filled. E is for explain, to make things clear, with words or pictures, dispelling any fear. E is for explore, to discover and find hidden gems, adventures of a kind. E is for explosion, a sudden burst of energy, color or sound, all around. E is for exploit, to use to one's advantage, a talent or skill, no time to languish. E is for extension, an extra bit, a bonus, a treat, oh so sweet. E is for extinct, no longer in sight, a species lost, a fading light. E is for extreme, to the utmost degree, very or extremely, for all to see. E is for eye-catching, attracting the eye with colors and shapes, soaring high. E is for eyebrow, above the eye, expressing surprise or a questioning cry. E is for elicit, to bring out or forth, a response or reaction, a verbal or written source. E is for embrace, to hold closely, a hug, a kiss, sealed with a gentle, tender bliss. E is for emerge, to come out of, from behind, or from view, a grand entrance, something new. E is for emotional, connected to feelings, happy, sad, or mad, life's thrilling dealings. E is for empathy, understanding someone's plight, feeling what they feel, day or night. E is for emperor, a powerful king, ruling with grace, justice, and zing. E is for emptiness, a void or hollow space, an absence of feeling, a lack of embrace. E is for employ, to hire or engage, for a specific task, a job to be staged. E is for enable, to make it possible, to empower and assist, to quench the thirst. E is for endeavor, an attempt or effort, a struggle or strife, towards a goal in life. E is for energy, the strength to move, with vitality and grace, at a steady pace. E is for envision, to imagine and see, a vision or dream, what it could possibly be. E is for episode, an incident, or a part of a series, a story to impart. E is for equal, just, and fair. No favor shown, no matter who you are, where you've come from, or how far. E is for equip, to provide with gear, to prepare and assist, to conquer fear. E is for era, a period of time, ancient, medieval, or modern, truly sublime.